Hi everybody, thanks for being on my channel with me today, and actually with Tracy, and you get to meet her, and I'm so excited. I met Tracy, what, 2 years ago? No, was it even?
It was a year ago. It would have been the van build, so a little over a year.
Yeah. And I have waited for this moment for a long time. I've been able to camp with them for just a couple of nights now, and I'm going to stay a couple of nights more. I'm in a whole campground, and you're going to meet all of my friends, but today you get to meet Tracy, and you are in for a treat. So right now is the interview part, and in a moment we get to go see her cute, adorable, functional, awesome van. But for today, Tracy, tell us where you're from.
I'm from Utah.
She's from Utah, and you've been on the road how long?
A little over 2 years.
A little over 2 years. So when I met you, you'd only been out about a year. Mm-hmm. And do you consider yourself part-time or full-time?
Like 3/4 time.
I like that.
I'm in my home base about 4 months of the year.
So one of the things that I most admire about you, Tracy, is always your smile. But also, talking about the Nomad community is always there to help people. But the one thing that I know about you is you are constantly giving. You sew, you cook. Wait till you see your van. It's completely decked out.
You're so nice.
It is so true. Y'all are going to be, nice. Thank you, but y'all are going to be like, oh yeah, it sure is. So y'all be sure to tune in for the tour. But what is your favorite thing to do while you're out here on the road?
You know, I've been getting in a lot of knitting. Which is nice.
Yeah.
Complicated knitting where I need quiet, so that's kind of nice.
Yes, and lots of peace and quiet out here. And you will see in her van, she's made everything, and it's not what I call frou-frou. It's functional but gorgeous.
Aww.
Yeah, true. And so how long have you been sewing? How long did it take you to get this talent?
I have been sewing ever since I was a teenager.
Mm-hmm. And you found a unique way of coming out on the road to sew. And you have a mechanical crank sewing machine. Tell them about that.
I have a really fun sewing machine. It's a 1919, so it's just barely an antique now. Singer hand crank sewing machine, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm so jelly. I mean, it's not going to go missing.
I'm going to find you one. I'm going to find you one.
If you help me find, I'm serious. I can't. I'm just like that would be like one of my lifelong possessions to just covet. So thank you. But we'll show it to you guys so you understand. But you have solar, and we'll cover that when we do the tour. So, but this you don't have to. You don't have to worry about energy, and it's gorgeous, and it just takes you back in time. And you also were telling me that you can now repair sewing machines if you need to.
To a degree, yeah. I'm getting really familiar with the old Singers.
And you recommended Singers. Why? Tell them. Because I think it's important.
Because they're bulletproof right up through the 1960s. They're pretty bulletproof. The late 60s. And there are lots of parts out there.
That amazed me, because you guys know I have a vintage RV and I'm having to have parts fabricated, and she's only a 1984 and already there's not parts available, and so I had to go to Vegas to have a part made. But these vintage machines that we're going to show everybody, you can find parts for.
You can. Vintage parts that are stripped off of machines that are otherwise unsalvageable, or some reproduction parts.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And so, like I said, Tracy is also a good cook. At the van build, you were with my solar team, Tim Untethered, Stanley, Bill, all those wonderful guys, and she fed everybody. But unfortunately, they had just finished my job, and so I was leaving, and I was like, darn.
You had stuff to do. She had a schedule to keep.
Yeah, I was like, darn. So, and now I'm here, and I'm on a restricted diet. So one day I'm going to get to eat your food, but it's fantastic. So you do all of that. Do you ever get bored out here? Because people ask that.
I don't. I mean, everybody has days where they get bored. No matter how many projects you have on hand, some days you just don't feel like
bricks.
Yeah, some days you just don't feel like doing any of them. You're like, I need something new. You know, we all need to be stimulated. But it is no more so than I am when I'm in my sticks and bricks. So it's no different, really.
And see, for me, I find it even less so, because I've got
agreed
nature and or I'm camping with friends, or plus I'm working, or writing, or I always have something to do. So So I hear people that come out here and they're just bored out of their gourd, and I don't get that.
No,
and
I don't either.
That hasn't been your experience either.
No, I tend to walk more because there are more. Every place is new instead of the same old neighborhood. I want to take pictures and I want to paint more because of all these views.
I didn't even know she painted.
A little bit. I dabble.
I'm telling you. I just want to do this. No, I'm not joking. And then I really admire you. And so all of my longtime friends that I always tell where I'm going, I was like, I get to go camp with Tracy. And they're like, is that the girl that you had to leave behind at the van build? And I was like, yes. So
I was the girl you left behind.
I was the girl. She's the girl I left behind. So you have all of these talents. Do you do any of them to make money on the road?
No, I don't. I'm fortunate that I was able to retire early, and I've had people say, wow, you could make those and sell them. And I'm like, why?
Definitely.
Why? That would be work. Why would I do that?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't feel like work.
I'm just here to play.
Yeah.
I'm just here to play.
She's here to play, but I'm telling you, she also, like, you're making curtains for Tim. She does.
I only do it for people I love.
Oh, that's so sweet.
No, I don't do it for money.
Yeah.
I do it for friendship.
Yeah, she's not for sale, in other words, y'all.
I can't be bought.
She can't be bought. Well, you've been out here now 2 years.
Yeah.
And even 3/4 time, and basically that's like me. I have what I started off calling a home base, then I went to base camp. Now I'm calling it my docking station. I just think that's such fun. And so that's kind of, I consider myself full-time though, because I only go there just to dock for a while and back out. But you've been out here long enough. Do you have any advice for somebody that's just starting out?
Do it. Don't wait. Don't find excuses not to do it. Find every reason to do it.
Absolutely.
And start simple, with a camping cot and a foam mattress and some plastic totes, and just do it.
Absolutely.
Just do it.
Absolutely. And I just realized that you're a little bit out of
bit.
frame. I'm going to
lean in here.
I'm like, people are going to be, you watch.
Well, don't see when I lean in, it thins this out a little bit.
We can also sit like this. You watch, I'm going to get comments. People are going to be like, how about you share her instead of you? And so there's Tracy better. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I was just telling Robin this morning, I started off with a sleeping bag and 2 duffel bags, no insulation, no nothing, no solar, nothing. And I also, but you're not, I do hear people say just do it, throw caution to the wind. You're not saying that.
No. If the reasons that you're not doing it, the reasons that you should ignore are my family won't like it, or I'm scared, or I'm not sure how. I mean, certainly you wouldn't want to be financially irresponsible. You want that little cushion. I mean, there was a short period of time when I got my cushion down to nothing before I sold my house.
Yeah.
And that was like, okay, well, careful is as careful does, but you should be smart about it. But sometimes the reasons that keep us from doing things aren't important reasons. They're just things that scare us.
Scare us. I always say, don't let fear be your decision maker.
Yep. Yeah. Put on your safety vest and then jump.
And there's all kinds of, there's the meetup, there's caravans that you can take classes from. Robert Witham has online classes. There's all kinds of books now. There's Facebook groups that you can join. You don't have to come out here and do it alone if you don't want to.
And you don't have to be blind either. You can spend some time watching all those videos and pick and choose, but sometimes it's easy to get caught up into them and think that you have to have certain items and you have to have a build and you have to do this, and you don't. In fact, you'll be happier with what you end up with if you start out with nothing, because then you can figure it out as you go along. Absolutely.
Thank you. And we're going to meet Hazel in a minute, but right now, do you have anything that you would do differently?
Mm-mm.
No, I love that. I love that.
Maybe done it sooner.
I can't wait to show everybody your home. And tell them about Hazel.
Hazel's my little dog. Hazel's Dog of the West. That's her title. It's in capital letters. Dog of the West.
Hazel, Dog of the West. We'll go get her.
Girl.
We'll go get her here. Is she coming?
Yeah, she's coming.
Okay, come on up here, Hazel.
Come here, sweet pea.
She says hi, Mama.
Come here, sweet pea. This is Hazel.
This is Hazel.
Dog of the West.
Bandit's
Put your ears up.
Bandit's new girlfriend. She says, I thought you called me because I might be in trouble, Mama.
She called me. She thought I was going to give her some food.
Oh well, yeah. Oh yeah. And Hazel is a food bandit. bandit.
Oh,
my bandit's a heart stealer. She's a food
There's
stealer.
some bad habits brewing here.
Well, thank you again. Is there anything that we've missed that you might want people to know about getting on the road, or anything about even you? Or
I don't think so. I mean, there's so much out there. Just do some research, but don't be locked down by what other people say you have to do. Do it your way.
Yeah,
do it your way.
And you will find your way, and it will change as you go. So don't feel like
and
you have to.
It's part of the fun.
Yeah, don't feel like you have to have it all figured out.
Yeah, you don't.
All right, everybody. Thank Tracy. Leave her some comments below, and we'll go do the tour next, so be sure and check that out. And as always, we'll see you down the road. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. Bye, everybody. Keep on keeping on.